Hello students, this is Dr. B.L. Chaudhary, your school English teacher. Today we will discuss one of the important topics of English language, that is figures of speech. In the earlier video we have discussed about parts of speech, but this is different from parts of speech, figures of speech. I think you people have heard one word in Hindi that we call alankar. What alankar or figures of speech means that we use the figurative language. कोई भी बात को करने का दो तरीका होता है. See one example. Let's say take one example. He fought bravely. This is one way to speak about somebody. He fought bravely. बहादुरी पूर्वक लड़ा. This is a simple sentence. कोई figure of speech नहीं है इसमें. कोई अलंकार यूज नहीं किया, कोई चीज अपने बड़ा चढ़ा के सुंदर तरीके से पेश नहीं की. Coming to the same sentence written in different way. He fought like a lion. So वो बहादुरी पूर्वक लड़ा. कैसे बहादुरी पूर्वक? जैसे शेर लड़ा, like a lion. So here to tell about the same person he, I use figures of speech to make or to beautify about he. He fought like a lion. So like a lion, one can't be. A human being can't be a lion. But lion-like qualities are discussed with he. So he को lion से compare किया कि वो बहादुरी पूर्वक लड़ा. So this is one of the simplest way to speak. He fought bravely. Simple है, कुछ figures of speech नहीं है. कोई अलंकार यूज नहीं किया, कोई ब्यूटिफिकेशन आपने यूज नहीं किया, आपने लैंग्वेज को कोई ब्यूटिफाई नहीं किया. सिंपल वे बोलते ही fought bravely. But in the second sentence, he fought like a lion. Here, obviously we know that a lion is known for its bravery. In the same way, कि ये जो बंदा लड़ा था, like a lion लड़ा. It means his qualities of a lion are compared with he. So to make the language beautiful, to make the sentences beautiful, to make the sentences attractive, we use alankar. We use figures of speech. You can understand figures of speech in a different way with a simple example of our day-to-day life. I and you, we both attend, for example, a party. I went wearing simple clothes, like one trouser, one t-shirt, like that in the casual look. I went there. So my dress is very simple. On the other hand, you are wearing suit, boot, tie and all, looking like a gentleman. So two persons attended the same party in a different way. Simple look and your look we may call a professional look or party kind of look you may say. Means I came in the simple way without makeup. You came with makeup. So एक तरह से in the other way I try to explain in my own way. Figures of speech language का makeup है. जैसे कोई भी दूल्हा या दुल्हन बनने के लिए obviously he will go somewhere for both to beautify himself, to beautify herself. In the same way, figures of speech है वो language को beautify करता है. Language का makeup है. He fought bravely, simple तरीका है बोलने का. He fought like a lion. ये आपने language का makeup करके बोला है. The same sentence spoken with makeup. That is called figures of speech. In Hindi we call it अलंकार. और अलंकार होता है लैंग्वेज को सुंदर बनाने के काम आता है. एक ही बात को कहने के अलग अलग तरीके होते हैं. जिस तरीके में अपन figures of speech यूज करते हैं, that is called अलंकार. That is called figures of speech. In your fifth module or fourth module, two figures of speech. One is metaphor or another one irony. These two are discussed. So today I wish to explain metaphor irony in my own way. The literature that you have gone through in these modules, but I wish to explain them in a different way, in a simple way that you can understand. Metaphor. Metaphor, suppose we see the definition. There is a comparison between two different entities. Entities here refers to two different words. Suppose I am compared to another teacher. This is only comparison. कि Mr. B.L. Chaudhary is like Mr. another teacher. So this is comparison only. यहाँ पे कोई figure of speech नहीं है, only comparison है. So before we understand something more about metaphor, I wish to tell you these three words: comparison, simile, and metaphor. In all these three, comparison, simile, metaphor, comparison is there. Comparison में I have written an example. She is like her mother. So she is compared to her mother. One student compared to another student, one table compared to another table, one fan compared to another fan, one teacher compared to another teacher, one parent compared to another parent, one child compared to another child. This is comparison only. इसमें कोई figure of speech नहीं है. So this is not at all a figure of speech. Comparison figure of speech नहीं होता है. एक टीचर को दूसरे टीचर से कंपेयर किया, दिस इज कंपैरिजन ओनली, नो फिगर ऑफ स्पीच. इसमें कोई भी ब्यूटिफिकेशन नहीं है, कोई भी मेकअप नहीं है लैंग्वेज का. एक बच्चा, वन चाइल्ड इज कंपेयर टू अनदर चाइल्ड, दिस इज अगेन कंपैरिजन. वन पेरेंट कंपेयर टू अनदर पेरेंट, अगेन कंपैरिजन. बट कमिंग टू दीस टू, we need to study simile and metaphor all together, and there is only one basic difference that we will discuss later on. In simile also comparison is there, in metaphor also comparison is there, but one condition is there. Simile metaphor दोनों में comparison होता है, but only one basic difference is there, that there we cannot compare one teacher to another teacher. Suppose you compare teacher's firmness. One is strict, he is as strict as a table. So here he is the human being and table obviously inanimate thing. So these two different worlds are compared. Then only it is simile or metaphor. अब वो simile कब है, metaphor कब है, that we discuss. See the examples. He fights like a lion, that I written here also. When we use the word like and when we use the word as to compare two different entities, please pay attention children here. Simile और metaphor दोनों में comparison है between two different entities, two different worlds, two different things. For example, I say she sings like a nightingale. She sings like a nightingale. One's singing qualities of a human being, you may say, is compared to a bird's song, that is nightingale. वो कोयल की तरह गाती है. Suppose I say वो उसकी तरह गाती है, वो दूसरी लड़की की तरह गाती है, वो अपनी बहन की तरह गाती है. That is comparison. But here two different words. See human being है, nightingale it is one bird, you may say. So a bird compared to a girl or a girl compared to a bird. He sings like a nightingale. So this is simile. We are using the word like and we are using the word as. But then the question comes, sir, इसमें भी simile में भी comparison है, इसमें भी two different entities है और metaphor में भी same है. But what difference is there between simile and metaphor? So about metaphor, I wish to tell you something. In metaphor, we call it implied similitude. Means in metaphor also comparison is there, simile is there. Metaphor में simile है, but we are not using these two words like or as. The same sentence I have written, he is my lion. Many times parents usually say, teachers may also say about a particular student or about a particular child, he is my lion. ये तो मेरा शेर पुत्र है। Many times we say like this ना, ये तो मेरा शेर पुत्र है। How can a human being be a lion? But the qualities of a lion are compared to a child, to a student. So without using the word like or as, suppose we compare. Comparison is there between two different entities. यहाँ पे एक human being है, यहाँ पे एक lion है। तो लॉइन को ही से अपन ने कंपेयर किया तो कंपैरिजन तो है, टू डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड्स है। सपोज ही इज कंपेयर्ड टू हिज फादर, नो कंपैरिजन, सॉरी कंपैरिजन देयर बट मेटाफर इज नॉट देयर, ओनली कंपैरिजन। तो मेटाफर में मैंने बताया कि कंपैरिजन है लेकिन टू डिफरेंट एंटिटीज होना चाहिए। सिमिली आल्सो टू डिफरेंट वर्ड्स शुड बी देयर, तो कंपैरिजन शुड बी देयर। एक टीचर दूसरे टीचर से कंपेयर हो रहा है, ये कंपैरिजन है, नो फिगर ऑफ स्पीच। One teacher compare, or sorry, this one, see this one, he fights like a lion. इसमें आपने he को lion से कंपेयर किया, तो और using the term like or as, तो मैं एक बात ऐसे कहूँ कि वो lion की तरह लड़ता है और वो lion है, दोनों में डिफरेंस like और as का है। एक ही बात को कहने के दो तरीके हैं। और मेटाफर होता है implied simile. Simile is also there, comparison also there, two different words are also there, but we are not using like or as. Simile मेटाफर का डिफरेंस हो गया कि इसमें simile और मेटाफर में, simile में कंपैरिजन है, मेटाफर में भी कंपैरिजन है। Simile में भी two different entities are there और मेटाफर में भी two different entities are there. Only the difference is that in simile we are using like or as, in metaphor we are not using that, we are directly comparing. Direct comparison is there between two different entities. So I hope you have understood about metaphor. Coming to irony, opposite than the literal meaning. The simplest, in the simplest way I have written here, opposite than literal meaning. You can understand, I have written two examples. For example, it is your second period in the school. As soon as a teacher enters in a class, he observed that all the students are making a lot of halla, noise, you may say. As soon as he enters in the class, he says to the children, keep on talking. And the children become calm, cool, no noise at all. What difference is there? Teacher came after observing your nuisance in the class. He spoke. क्या बोला? Keep on talking. करते रहो बातें. और जोर से चिल्लाओ. Like that. Literal meaning क्या? और जोर से चिल्लाओ. इसका literal meaning क्या है? क्या आपको चिल्लाना है? टीचर ने आपको बोला, टीचर चिल्लाओ. But क्या आप साउंड कर रहे हैं? No. You are becoming calm, silent in the class. So irony means आप जो भी कुछ बोल रहे हैं, जो भी कुछ सोच रहे हैं, उसका उल्टा हो जाए, लिटरल मीनिंग से उल्टा हो जाए, अपोजिट दैन लिटरल मीनिंग. लेट्स गिव one more example, parent and child. For example, your parents have gone for shopping. Exam days are there, exams are on your hand. Parent आपको बोल के गए थे कि मैं जब तक मार्केट में कह रहा हूँ, keep studying in your room. And when they came back from the market, they observed that you are playing. मान लीजिए आप अपने घर से बाहर निकल के with friends you are playing, and your parents say, keep on playing. एग्जाम की थोड़ी चिंता है, खेलते रहो बेटा. The literal meaning of खेलते रहो means keep on playing, but your parents mean it different. He or she or both want to say like this, that you should study now. टीचर क्लास में आता है, बच्चे और शोर मचा रहे हैं, टीचर कहता है जोर जोर से बातें करते रहो और जोर से चिल्लाओ. उसका लिटरल मीनिंग है चिल्लाओ, बट लिटरल मीनिंग नहीं, उसका इंप्लाइड मीनिंग क्या है? डू नॉट टॉक. पेरेंट बोल के क्या? पढ़ते रहो. जब पेरेंट वापस आया बोल रहा है कि खेलते रहो, तो खेलते रहो इसका मतलब he means to say that do not play, exams are on the head, go and study. So, I think it is very much clear, irony means opposite than literal meaning. Whatever I say, whatever I think, different happens. Let's take the example of letter to God, आपका जो chapter letter to God, उसमें लेंचो ही character है. The character और उसमें a number of ironies are given. That is listed in our module also that you can discuss. But I wish to explain these two ironies here. Farmer expects rain in the beginning. So Lencho, after seeing the farms, after seeing the sky, he expects good rain. अच्छी बारिश की उम्मीद करता है. But what happens? He is thinking about good rain, but hailstones come. So something opposite. What you expect, something opposite happens. So this is the first irony. Second, Lencho's reaction while counting the money, as his fields got destroyed and his family, he was unable to run his family. Then he plans to write a letter to God. Obviously, God exists nowhere, but this is the belief. After seeing the letter written by Lencho, postmaster decided to collect the money and help the needy or Lencho. Not only to help, not to break the faith of somebody in God. In a return, in general, obviously, we usually give thanks. Suppose someone has done something for us. In spite of getting thanks, the post office employees were considered a gang of crooks by Lencho while counting the money, because he was expecting 100 pesos and he got only 70. So Lencho's reaction while counting the money, in general, I think after reading the story, we usually think that Lencho should give thanks to post office employees. But he doesn't know. He asked for 100 pesos to God. God has sent him 70 pesos. He doesn't want to know the way, medium from where the money has come. So here, in spite of giving thanks to post office employees, he counts the money and finds less and calls these post office employees a crook or a gang of crooks. So these are the two irony and important ironies given here. Again, I wish to explain some of opposite and literal meaning. आपको जो भी बोला जाए उसका opposite meaning ले, उसका literal meaning नहीं निकले. मैं क्लास में आया, आप लोग बहुत ज़्यादा हल्ला मचा रहे क्लास में और मैं कहता हूँ हाँ और जोर से बातें करो, और जोर से चिल्लाओ. तो literal meaning क्या है? और जोर से चिल्लाओ, इसका literal meaning क्या है? That you should talk more loudly. But what I mean to say that you should be calm, cool. You should not make noise in the class. As soon as the teacher comes and और जोर से चिल्लाओ और आप एकदम से शांत हो जाते हो. This is called situational irony. Irony, something opposite happens. Opposite है literal meaning. कोई भी चीज का literal meaning निकले उससे opposite हो जाए. आपको सोचे उससे उल्टा हो जाए. आप सोच रहे हैं कि लेंचो आपको उम्मीद कर रहा है कि बहुत अच्छी बारिश होगी. And this year he will get a good produce. But on the other hand, he gets hailstones. So something opposite happened. And here, Lencho's reaction while counting the money. उसने पोस्ट ऑफिस एम्प्लॉय को धन्यवाद देने के बजाय उनको a gang of crooks बोल दिया. This is another irony. See the situation. Something different. You help somebody and सामने वाला आपको गाली निकाले. This is wrong, ना? This is irony. You want to help somebody, और सामने वाला कह रहा है कि आपने मेरा सब कुछ बिगाड़ दिया. You mess everything for me. So this is all about metaphor and irony. These two modules are already given to you. Handout is also given to you that you can refer to them and understand in your own way what metaphor and irony means. Let me talk something more about metaphor also. मेटाफर में कंपैरिजन है, लेकिन टू डिफरेंट एंटिटीज है. एक टीचर को दूसरे टीचर से कंपेयर करेंगे, वन टीचर को दूसरे टीचर से कंपेयर करेंगे, वो कंपैरिजन है. बट दैट इज नॉट एट ऑल मेटाफर. सिमिली मेटाफर, दोनों में ही कंपैरिजन है, दोनों में टू डिफरेंट एंटिटीज होनी चाहिए. अ गर्ल कंपेयर टू अनदर गर्ल, इट इज नॉट similar metaphor. A parent compared to another parent, a child compared to another. No, it is comparison only. But suppose one sings very well and she is compared to a nightingale. For example, I say, let me write one more example to make it clear. She sings like a nightingale. She is the nightingale of our school. These two sentences mean same. She sings like a nightingale. She is the nightingale of the school. One sings very well, very beautiful voice one has. She has very beautiful voice. So she sings like a nightingale. यहाँ पे she और nightingale both are injured. नाइटिंगेल की अच्छी वॉइस के लिए जानी जाती है. सी इज आल्सो नोन फॉर गुड वॉइस इन द स्कूल. और सी इसमें सी को नाइटिंगेल को कंपैरिजन किया विद द वर्ड लाइफ. सो टू डिफरेंट कंपैरिजन इज देयर, टू डिफरेंट एंटिटीज, वन ह्यूमन बीइंग, वन बर्ड. और कमिंग टू अनदर सेंटेंस, सी इज द नाइटिंगेल ऑफ आवर स्कूल. हियर अगेन सी और कंपैरिजन है नाइटिंगेल में. एक ह्यूमन बीइंग है, एक बर्ड. तो ये तो हो गया सिमिलर, जहां पे लाइक और एज यूज किया. और जहां तक मैंने डायरेक्ट कंपैरिजन का, सी द नाइटिंगेल, वो हमारे स्कूल की नाइटिंगेल है, नाइटिंगेल की तरह गाती है, और नाइटिंगेल है, बोथ मीन सेम. सो आई थिंक इट इज वेरी मच क्लियर. शी सिंग्स लाइक ए नाइटिंगेल. ये लाइक और एज यूज किया, दो जनों को कंपैरिजन किया, दोनों डिफरेंट एंटिटीज है. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इट इज सिमिलर. She is the nightingale of our school. Here it is metaphor. Again comparison is there, but between two different entities. So all the very best. Thank you.